Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to WTRB's live broadcast of Ripley High School football. Tonight, the Ripley High School Tigers take on the Fayette Ware Wildcats. Ripley comes into the game 2-3, the Wildcats 1-4. And this is Mike White along with Tracy Crazy Horse Henson bringing you all the live action tonight.
Looking for a good game tonight, Mike. The Tigers played with a lot of heart last week, and clinched at least a fourth seed in the playoffs, and they never gave up. And so we need this win, although Fayette Ware is 1-4, you cannot overlook them.
Now Ripley won the toss, and they will be receiving. Captains for tonight's game for Ripley is Tyler Ross, and it's also his 17th birthday.
Here we go.
And it's kickoff time in Tiger Town. It's a short end-over-end kick, and it's going to be taken as it rolls out of bounds at about the 25, so the Tigers will have it at the 35. Let's see, number 24 is the captain tonight, McInnes. Number 55 for the Tigers, Bryant Evans. Both of those have been injured and are just coming back. And it looks like it was offside, so they're going to make them re-kick again. And also number 17 is Marcus McCullers. Now, I got to make a correction. I called J.J. Hammer last week. I called him Hammer. They say it's actually pronounced his name Hamer. So they'll be backed up now. Fayette Ware will kicking from the 35 as we are just about underway. The penalty flag on the first one as it goes out of bounds, but they were offsides. They crossed the line where the ball was before it was kicked, so they backed them up 5 yards and start again. And here we go. We're going to kick it off again. Homecoming 2018. If you're listening, you still got time to get out and get down to the ball field. A great crowd here tonight. Come and support your Ripley High School Tigers. And here's the kick again. It's a better kick. It's going to be taken at the 24. It's across the 25 to 30. Cuts back to the outside and gets down to about the 32 or 3 yard line. That's where the Tigers will have it. First down and 10 as they go to work.
I know last week the Tigers were a little soft on offense. Tonight they need to come out and just fire off that ball, Mike.
And I've got to make some corrections because I was a little hard on the offensive line, especially in the first half last week. But and I have to watch the ball and to let everybody know what's going on. But they were rushing sometimes 7 people, and we were trying to block them with 5. And so they were rushing blitzing safeties, blitzing corners, and they just overloaded what we could block. So here come the Tigers to the line, wide outs, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes the snap. He fakes the screen. He's going to run it himself up the middle, but he's going to lose about 5, and a flag comes out down the field about the 47-yard line. And it's in an area where it looks like, I'd say it'd be pass interference, but we never threw the ball. So it's going to be a hold. And that should be a 10-yard penalty against the Wildcats to start the game.
You know, the Wildcats kind of remind me of Freedom Trail, Mike, when we played them back in the first or second game of the season.
Against the defense.
Yeah, I know they're athletic. They got a lot of athletic kids. Of course, they've got a new first-year head coach here. That ball, actually, after the loss on the first down play, brings the ball out to the 44-yard line, and it's just enough for a first down, so the Tigers have it first down and 10, actually, at the 43. As the Tigers come to the line, 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, 2 men set in the backfield. Ross is the quarterback. Takes a snap. He hands it off to Squirt. He's got a little bit of room as he squirts up the middle for about 4, maybe 5 off the left's guard. And he's brought down. The ball will be spotted at the 47-yard line. So it'll be second down and 5 for Ripley.
Good hard run by Moore, Mike, from on the 11. Good run by Squirt.
He always runs hard. If he ever got a little weight on him, he'd be dangerous.
Yes.
11:20 to go in the first quarter. No score. Ripley on the opening possession. Second down and 5. Wide outs, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. And it's a fake toss sweep, and Ross is going to run himself off the left side. He's got the first down as he's down close to the 45-yard line. And so that'll move the sticks, and it'll be first down and 10, Tigers.
I know I'm down at the practice field this week, and they were working a lot on that play. And it worked perfect that time with the Tigers.
Yeah, they've had some success with that earlier this year. Most of the time they set it up with a couple of sweeps first and then come back with that fake toss, but this time they just faked it and went right up the left side, got the first down. So the ball is at the 46-yard line, first down and 10 for Ripley. Quarterback takes a snap, he hands it off, going off the right side. He fumbles the ball, and let's see, Ross is going to get it. No, the ball is still loose. Fayette Ware's going to pick it up, and they're going to go all the way for a touchdown. No flags on the play. So on a mishandled ball, the Wildcats pick it up and run it back all the way for a touchdown to open this game up by the score of 6-0 with 10:30 to go in the opening quarter. Ripley falls down by the score of 6-0. As the point after is they're lining up for that to see if they kick or if they're going to go for two. It looks like they will go for two. No, they are now bringing the kicker out.
That's something that we don't want to have happen tonight, Mike.
Now you can't turn the ball over. That's the number one thing you can't do. And it was a miscommunication there, and the ball looked like Ross was going to get back on it. Squirted out from under him. Here's a high snap. Gets it down, and the kick is up and good. So with 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the opening quarter, Fayette Ware on top of Ripley by the score of 7-0. So Ripley will get a chance to receive again, unfortunately, after a minute and a half into the ball game. So we'll hold it here as it looks like they're going to be kicking off pretty quickly.
Yeah, that handoff looks like it was miscommunication. Because it looked like, like sometimes how Tyler will pull the ball back out, and that might have been what happened.
Well, it definitely was mishandled. So the Tigers put it on the ground, and they had a good drive going, and just that mishandled football, and they scoop and score with it to make the score 7-0. Fayette Ware is going to line the ball up right in the middle of the football field.
Actually, two of them. Hot dogs and nachos for $5. And get this, a special shrimp boil plate for $10. Make your way right after this Tiger score to the northwest corner of the end zone for homecoming special hot dog, nachos, or a special shrimp boil. Thanks to Steve Hearn for providing all that for us tonight.
Number 63 kicking off for Fayette Ware. And here's the kick. It's a low end-over-end kick. It's taken at about the 10. Starts to the 15, the 20, trying to break it outside, gets to 25, the 30, and he dodges the first tackler, gets across the 40, and out to the 45-yard line. So a nice return for the Ripley Tigers. On the return there was number 3 for Ripley, and that was Cedric Maben.
Cedric did a good job, Mike, of following his blocks.
He did, made a good cut there to avoid the tackles to get the last 4 or 5 yards. So the Tigers back in good field position to start this second offensive drive. Fayette Ware will come to the line for their first offensive play.
That's a Tiger, Mike.
Excuse me. Tigers, they get back and they hand the ball off to Squirt again. He's in the secondary. He's got down the sideline. He's going to be pushed out of bounds, but not till he gets to the 30. And so Cordarian Moore shoots through the right side of that line, breaks into the secondary, and goes down the sideline for a pickup of about 25. Nice run there by Cordarian Moore.
And it looks like the Tigers woke up on them first 2 plays there, Mike.
So the ball is actually spotted at the 28-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will have it. First down and 10 with 10-12 to go in the opening quarter. Again, Fayette Ware 7, Ripley 0. Ripley will come to the line with 2 wide left, 1 to the right. They hand the ball off to Squirt again, and this time he's hit hard in the left side of that line, tries to go over left tackle. That's going to be an unnecessary roughness. They had already blown the whistle as Cordarian Moore had been stopped at about the 35, and they finally sling him to the ground around the 40. So that's going to give the Tigers 15 more yards and first down. That should put Ripley down inside the 15.
You know, that's to me, that is just not being disciplined at all. The whistle had already blown, but yet that other player just come in and just wailed Moore.
They did, and that's totally uncalled for, and it should have been called and was. So that puts the ball down at the 14-yard line where the Tigers will have it. First down and 10.
And, ladies and gentlemen, a Tiger first down. All right, Tiger, get in there.
And I did find out last week, I mentioned that we missed a field goal. It wasn't a short one. It was probably close to 40 yards, but our kicker Hawkins had injured his leg in warm-ups and was having some issues, and that was a big part of the reason that he missed that, and he's been kind of nursing that this week. And we'll find out how well it is here when he gets ready to kick off, hopefully after this score. And here's the point to pass. Ross is going to throw into the end zone, and it's incomplete as it was intended. It's kind of a fade pattern, but it didn't quite go all the way to the back corner. Long thrown ball all the way from the right hash mark to almost the left corner of the end zone. As the Tigers move from left to right on your radio dial, they are going toward the south end zone.
I can't tell who that is. Is that Barn?
I think so. I can't see it. Yeah, I think it's 16 Barn. And the referees come in, stop play. If they can sort out what's going on, let us know. Well, there was some discussion there, no flag, so they're going to blow it back into play, and we'll get ready for this 2nd down and 10 play from the 14-yard line for the Ripley Tigers. 2 men in the backfield, 1 wide out to either side. Ross hands it off to Squirt, going off the left side. He's down inside the 5 to around the 4-yard line.
At about the 8-yard line.
Oh, excuse me, check that. That's the 8-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and about 6 for Ripley.
One thing about Moore, when he gets hit, his feet just keeps moving like.
Yeah,
he'll quit.
He goes north and south.
5 for a first 9 for the goal line.
So big 3rd down play here for Ripley. 3rd and 5 from the 9. Quarterback hands it off to Moore. He's going to go all the way into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown. So with 9:07 to go in the first, Ripley gets their first score of the game to make the score now. Ripley 6 and Fayette Ware 7.
You know, the Tigers just had to come back after that missed fumble right there, Mike, and make a statement to Fayette Ware.
They needed to.
Lost the whole Hawkins into the game.
So Hawkins will be attempting his first PAT of the night. We hope it's the first of many. Trying to knot it up here at 7. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it looks good from here. And it is good. So with 9:07 to go in the first quarter, the score now, Ripley 7, Fayette Ware 7. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. As we get ready for the kickoff, the Tigers score on their 2nd drive of the game to knock the score up 7-7. As Hawkins will be kicking from the far hash mark.
And Friday Night Lights t-shirts for sale for $20. We're also selling old football helmets for 10. If you're interested in purchasing any of these items, please see Mrs. Shannon Jones set up at the north end of the bleachers in front of the concession stand. Tigers are at the 40, ready to put the ball in play. Here we go.
And here's the kickoff. It's going to be a long end-over-end kick. It's going to drive him all the way back into the end zone. So he gets his foot into that one. It's going to be a touchback, so no chance to run anything out. Wildcats would have the ball 1st down and 10 from their own 20.
You know, this is going to be McKenzie's first ball game. I mean, he's missed the first
5 games.
First 5 games. Due to an accident with fireworks.
And Brian Evans has been out for a while also. He comes back tonight. And those are 2 big players on the defense, so let's see how much of an impact they make early on this defensive stand here. Evans plays outside linebacker, and McKinnis plays middle linebacker. Both big presences on that defensive side of the ball. Fayette Ware comes to the line now. Shotgun formation, man in motion from right to left. Quarterback just starts to his right, goes back to his left, or starts to his left, back to his right, gets into the 2nd level and out close to a 1st down. He's close to the 30, depending on the spot. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short. He started to his left and then cut back to his right. Just kind of a stutter step, and picks up 9 on the play, 2nd down and 1.
You know, I heard that this running back and this quarterback for Fayette Ware might be really quick.
2nd and 1 for the Wildcats.
They have 4 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right, empty backfield, quarterback in shotgun formation. He's wanting to throw, he's a screen pass, a bounce pass actually, and it does hit the ground and falls incomplete, so it'll be 3rd down and 1.
You think he was trying to throw a lateral,
I don't know.
you know, behind?
3rd down, 1.
So it'll be 3rd and 1 with 8:29 to score. Ripley 7, Fayette Ware 7 as Fayette comes to the line. This time they'll have 2 set backfield with the quarterback still in shotgun formation. Wide out to the right. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to roll to his right, just quarterback run. And he starts to his right, cuts back to his left, gets the 1st down, and a couple of more. So he picks up the 1st down and will move the sticks.
Well, he got about 3 on that play.
Marker to the 33-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10.
And they really haven't done anything fancy. They've just basically snapped the ball and either tried to throw a screen or the quarterback just stutter stepped one way and ran the other way, or just a quarterback sweep. They haven't actually handed the ball off yet. And the quarterback wants to throw. He's looking out, got a man long downfield, and it hits him in the shoulder pads and bounces off. And it's a good thing that it bounced off, because we let him run free down the sideline there. And I see Coach Cruz, he is all over the player. He took his visor off, and he took him out of the game because he did not cover there. And fortunately, the ball just bounced off the shoulder pad. Fayette Ware will have 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Still in shotgun formation. Tigers in a 4-3 defense. And it's just a reverse this time. And the ball is mishandled. And let's see, I think Fayette Ware got back on the ball and tried to run a reverse. And on the reverse exchange, the ball was put on the ground, and it results in about a 6 or 7 yard loss for Fayette Ware. So it'll make it 3rd down and
10, I believe, Mike.
about.
Well, went off further than that, he did lose yardage.
So it's going to make it 3rd down and 18. So he loses about 8 on that. The ball back at the 25-yard line. 3rd down and 18, 7:25 to go in the 1st. Score Ripley 7, Fayette Ware 7. Man in motion from right to left. Quarterback is wanting to throw out into the flat and almost picked off by the Tigers. Hit number 27 right between the hands, and it falls incomplete. Number 27 for the Tigers is Bradley Johnson. He's a junior. And he did kind of try to catch it over his shoulder, and he was closer to it than the receiver was. At any rate, it'll be 4th down and 18 now. Ball from the 25 as Fayette Ware will have their punter standing back inside the 15 as he prepares to punt. The Tigers will have Maven standing back around his own 40.
You know, the quarterback for Fayette Ware, he's quick on running, but he doesn't have a very strong
And a
line.
high snap, and he gets it off. It's a high kick, not real long, and it takes a Tiger bounce. As it hits the 50, it bounces back to the 44-yard line, 46-yard line. So the Tigers have the ball on their end of the field to start this drive.
You know, I didn't see, you don't hardly ever see Justin Cruz, the coach, take his visor off his head.
Well, I hadn't watched him a lot, but I know some things that happened last week. He asked me, he said, did you see me on the sideline? And I said, no, I didn't. He said, watch me. He said, you can tell who made the mistake by me, by the way I react. So the Tigers are now will go back on offense with 6:32 to go in the 1st. This is homecoming 2018 for the Ripley High School Tigers. Great crowd out here for Ripley tonight. And if you're still listening to the game, you've got plenty of time to get out here. It looks like the rain's going to hold off, and we've got a great night for football. And Ripley takes the ball to hand it off to Squirt again. He's in the 2nd level. He's breaking down the right side, and nobody's going to catch him. He's going to go into the end zone for a 46-yard touchdown run.
Great run by Squirt.
So with 6:23 to go on the first play from scrimmage, the Ripley Tigers, Cordarian Moore runs the ball 46 yards for a Tiger touchdown to make the score now Ripley 13 and Fayette Ware 7.
Once he hits that hole, Mike, you ain't gonna catch it.
If he gets it, he can just get in some space. So Hawkins will be attempting his 2nd PAT. Again, Tyler Ross, the holder, also the quarterback. And again, today is his 17th birthday. A low snap, but he gets it up, and it is good. So with 6:23 to go, Ripley now on top, 14-7 against Fayette Ware. And we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. Back as we're ready for the Tiger kickoff. Hawkins is going to tee it up on the far hash mark at the 40-yard line after their touchdown to open up the score. Now Ripley 14, Fayette Ware 7. And this is homecoming 2018 for the Ripley High School Tigers.
You know, I can remember when we had homecoming, we played somebody like Dyersburg, and that's never a good thing to play somebody like Dyersburg for homecoming.
Now, it doesn't usually
Work out right,
Yeah.
or especially in our favor.
Hawkins is ready to kick. And here's the kick. It's a long end-over-end kick again as it goes back about 6 yards into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback. And Fayette Ware will take over. First down and 10 after the kickoff and touchback.
He's kicking that ball about 65 yards
Yeah.
on kickoff.
We appreciate our team doctors supporting our Tigers. Remind you to visit.
Looks like his leg is better.
They've got that shrimp
Yeah, you know, because you don't
bowl.
ever know. We might get into a situation where we need that leg.
Hey, we got a cheerleader who has a birthday today. Happy birthday to Amber Murphy. All right.
So Fayette Ware will come to the line with two wideouts to the right, one to the left. Quarterback in shotgun formation. One lone running back to his right. Man in motion from left to right. And it's a mishandled snap, and he's going to fall on it and keep the ball, but he's going to lose back to about the 19-yard line. Or excuse me, they're going to say it's at 14-yard line. So a loss of 6 on that bad snap. Last night was the Powder Puff football game here at the high school, and the juniors came out on top as they were the champions. They didn't lose a game. They defeated the freshmen and the seniors. So congratulations to that group of junior Powder Puff footballers last night. 5:58 to go and counting in the first. Ripley on top 14-7. He rolls to his right and throws into the flat, and it's complete. He's going to be stopped, but not until he gets the first down. It was almost picked off, too, as the outside linebacker. He stepped in front of the ball and almost had the pick, and if he'd have got it, it would have been a pick 6. But instead, they're going to say he's at the 29-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 1. Now they're going to move the sticks to say it was the first down, or are they going to measure? They can't measure because they've already moved the sticks.
I actually thought that that some guys on Fayette Ware jumped first, Mike, but nevertheless, but we should have had that pick right there.
5:46 to go in the first. Ripley on top 14-7. Quarterback draw this time. And he gets past the second level and he runs over a Tiger as he crosses the 40-yard line, picks up about 11 or 12 yards on the first down play. And again, just a designed quarterback draw.
We're going to put pressure on
Another
that.
first down is in the books for them.
Well, typically you run a quarterback draw because you're putting pressure on them. You're trying to get the pressure off. It's because if you step back and the pressure comes fast, then you run right up through the pressure and
You miss him.
Typically, that's the way you slow down a rush. I'm not sure that's the reason that they're doing it. 5:20 to go in the first. Ripley on top 14-7. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout, and it is timeout for Fayette Ware. So with their timeout, we'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with more Tiger football right after this. With the first down and 10 play from the 42-yard line, Fayette Ware has the ball. Ripley with the lead, 14-7, 5:15 to go in the first. Fayette Ware puts a man in motion. They hand it to him going from left to right. He cuts up into the secondary, or to the second level, into the linebacker level, and picks up about 4 or 5 yards. It'll be second down. The ball is at the 46-yard line.
On the sweep left.
It'll be second down and about 6.
It'll be second down and 6 from the 46.
I tell you what, Fayette Ware got a pretty good sized offensive line out there.
Got one great big fella out there, number 55. Fayette Ware to the line. Quarterback snap, then it's a reverse coming back this way. And a good job there by the Ripley Tiger defense. That was number,
Ball carrier, stop.
who that was, 20, was that 25 or 29?
25.
Stop.
25 for the Tigers. That's going to be Philip Drain, Philander Drain. He's a sophomore, and he catches him back behind the line of scrimmage. And he gets the sack back to the 39-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 14. And that was one of the plays in the past where we haven't played very well about getting deep and turning them inside, and he played that perfect.
That's what you call staying with your man, Mike. That's what I call it.
3rd down and 14. Fayette Ware to the line, 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, man in motion from left to right. Quarterback wants to throw, and he's throwing over the middle, and picked off by the Ripley Tigers. He's across the 45, the 40, and going to be shoved out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line. And they tackled him actually into the kicking net there.
Nathan caught that ball, but he got hit when he was out of bounds. So that should have been a flag.
Inside the 30.
I thought that was somebody with 2 numbers. I thought that was like 23.
I thought it was Nathan.
I'm not sure.
We'll take 23 and add 3 on to make it 26.
Let's see. Thought I'd be able to tell by the reaction on the sideline, but I'm not able to see that yet. But at any rate, the Tigers get a turnover and have the ball 1st down and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, if it was 23, it was Kendarius Carey.
First down.
Number 3 got it. Number 3, I thought it was number 3.
3:37 to go in the first. Ripley has the ball on an interception. 1 wide out to the left, and a flag's going to come in. All sides against the defense, so that's going to push the Tigers down 5 more yards.
Offside penalty against Fayette Ware.
So it'd be 1st down and 5 for Ripley.
Down remains 1.
Looks like we got a new running back here too, Mike. With the Tigers. Instead of 35, I can't see his number. Oh, they're going to be Maiden.
Yard.
No, it's got a 0 on the end. You can't see those numbers well from here. And the quarterback hands it off to his running back that we were speaking of, and he gets across the 20, and that's looks like number 20.
Number 20.
And yeah, number 20 for the Ripley Tigers is Sakarian Smith. He's a junior, 5'7", 170 pounds. Go pick up of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for Ripley at the 19-yard line. 3:14 to go in the first. Ripley 14, Fayette Ware 7. Quarterback takes the ball, he hands it to Squirt. He's caught in the backfield, but he breaks loose and he's going to the races on the left side. He's not going to be caught as he goes into the end zone, but a flag comes out. And I think it's probably going to be a block in the back, and it may come back. It looked like he was going to be hit, and it's a personal foul against Ripley. And it was it looked like they had him in the backfield. He shook loose and just broke down the far sideline and was able to get into the end zone. But all for naught, as the personal foul is going to back the Tigers up. I didn't see what it was. It was on the far side. It probably, well, I would have thought it would have been a block in the back.
With that infraction listed from the spot of the foul.
And so Little Steel ball will be back at around the 20 or 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2 because it was a spot foul.
19-yard line, near the original line of scrimmage. Very good.
Now, Mr. Wheatley didn't know what it was either, so I don't feel so bad not knowing.
I thought they called a personal foul.
Well, he did, but they didn't say what it was. Here's a snap. And the quarterback hands it off to Cordarian Moore again, and he breaks 2 or 3 tackles and gets down close to the 16-yard line. I think they're going to say he's at the 17, so pick up a couple. Should be close to the 1st down. They're going to spot it at actually the 12, about the 17-yard line. And now they're going to have 1st down Tigers.
1st down, Tigers.
With 2:32 to go in the first quarter, Ripley knocking on the door, 1st down and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line with 2:29 to go in the first. Ripley will come to the line with one wide out to the left. Everybody else in tight. Two men set in the backfield. And another flag comes out. Or it may have been it's a timeout Fayette Ware. So with their timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with more Tiger football right after this. First down and 10, ball on the 17-yard line for the Ripley Tigers as they're knocking on the door with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ripley on top, 14-7. Again, that touchdown call back earlier. Ripley had already scored once, so let's see if they can punch it in again. And they haven't really found an answer for Squirt yet. One wide out to the left. Quarterback takes a snap, drops back, wanting to throw, looking. Now he's going to pull it down and run it. And he gets down inside the 15 to around the 12-yard line.
Ross on the carry there.
He was looking downfield, didn't have a man, and he pulled it down and was able to go forward and pick up about 5 yards on the play. But he's second down and 5, ball on the 6-yard line.
He did the right thing, Mike.
Let's see, ball's not on the 6, it's on the 11, 12. Ripley to the line, and a low snap. Quarterback picks it up, he hands it to Squirt, and he's trying to get outside, and he's going to be tackled before he can get the edge as they bring him down about the 9-yard line.
Because he's going to be about a yard short of the first down, according to where that referee's standing.
It's going to be third down and about 2 for the Ripley Tigers. Ball on the 9-yard line. One minute, 7 seconds to go until the end of the first quarter. Ripley on top, 14-7. 3rd down and 2. Ball on the 9. Quarterback's going to run straight up the gut on the left side this time, and he is close to the end zone. Don't think he got in, but he got the first down, so it'll make it first down and go for the Ripley Tigers at around the 2-yard line.
Great run with Tyler putting that head down, Mike.
Good call.
A note for the first, it's first down and 2, or rather first down and goal at the 2.
Tigers hustle back up to the line of scrimmage. Everybody in tight except for one wide out to the left. Quarterback is going to hand it off to Squirt. He's hitting the backfield this time and is going to lose back to around the 3-yard line. And they came pouring through on that right side, and that was the side he tried to run in. He tried to break it back to the left, but he loses about a yard on the play, making it still second down and goal, ball from the 3. Same formation, everybody in tight, one wide out to the left. Shotgun formation. And the quarterback hands it off to Squirt again, and he bowls into the end zone. So as the final second clicks off of the end of the first quarter, Ripley opens the score up now 20-7. And that was the end of the first quarter. We'll have the PAT and then switch ends of the field. The Ripley attempts to make the score now 21-7 as Hawkins comes in for the PAT.
Ross and Hawkins.
I think Hawkins, he's only missed 2.
Not sure.
1, 2.
I don't know. I don't know. One I know. But
Yeah, last Friday night when he hurt his leg.
Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it looks good from here. Let's see. And it is good. So at the end of 1, the score now, Ripley 21, Fayette Ware 7. And we'll be back with the second quarter after a 1-minute timeout. Back as we are ready for the kickoff. At the end of 1, it's Ripley 21, Fayette Ware 7 as Ripley prepares for the kick after touchdown.
Hawkins sets the ball at the 40.
Maybe we can get this game in the mercy rule before we
As we
halftime.
begin the second.
It'd be
quarter
nice.
play.
Hawkins lines it up, has it teed up on the 40-yard line on the near hash mark.
Here we go.
And here's the kick. Another long end-over-end kick is just going to go into the end zone, and it'll be another touchback. So Fayette Ware will take over. First down and 10 from their own 20.
You know, Mike, I was looking at the roster at some of the guys that's on the kickoff. We got a lot of sophomores on it too.
Yeah, I mean, we're riddled with sophomores all over the field this year.
But that's a plus on our side, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you can win with a bunch of sophomores and juniors, that really speaks well for the future.
Congratulations.
Fayette Ware to the line. Man in motion from right to left. Quarterback's just going to roll to his left. It's a sweep, quarterback sweep to the left, and he's going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a couple.
Yeah, he ran third to lose one.
Okay. Runs him out of bounds.
One of our players, I didn't see who it was, he grabbed him by the arm and just drug him out of bounds.
So it'll be, they say no gain on the play, so second down and 10. Play it up to the line of scrimmage. Wide outs to either side. Man in motion from left to right. Quarterback's going to take the snap. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw downfield. He throws it over the middle of the field. Picked off by the Tigers. He went down to a knee, so it'll be dead and down right there. But the Tigers will have the ball in good field position, as they'll have the ball around the 30-yard line. I think inside the 30, about the 28-yard line. So the Tigers only 28 yards away from pay dirt.
I didn't see who intercepted that ball, Mike, did you?
I did. So Ripley will have the ball, first down and 10. They'll have the lead 21-7 with 11:46 to go in the second quarter.
From the Wildcat 28, the Tigers will have it first down.
Congratulations.
Tigers come to the line with two to the left, wide, and one to the right. And they're going to hand it off this time to the running back, and he's into the second level. He runs over a player down around the 15-yard line. That was trying to catch his number. I want to say that was 20.
It was number 20, Mike, for the Tigers.
And that was Sakarian Smith. He's a junior, 5'7", 170 pounds.
You know, I think he's been hurt too for a while. I don't remember seeing him getting in play back and doing
On the
Mike.
carry. First down.
So it's another first down, the ball at the 15-yard line. Shotgun formation, quarterback is throwing a screen pass out in the flat, and this time he's wrapped up as soon as he's caught it. It's going to be down at the 15-yard line, so no gain.
Curry makes the.
That was Curry, number 23.
Curry on the reception, and he had the one man to beat, and he did a really good job of covering him up there and not letting him break away.
He's a junior.
Ripley up to the line of scrimmage. Wide outs, two to the right, one to the left. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off to his running back again, going off the left side, pick up of about 5, maybe 6 over the left side.
Again, the carrier.
He's going to make up third down in about 5. Of course, they gave Squirt a little break. Squirt got hurt on the previous play, and he brought back in.
Third down, 5 yards to go.
Ross will bring his team to the line. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Takes a snap, and it's a toss sweep to Squirt going around the right side. He's trying to get the edge. He gets the edge, but not all the way into the end zone, I don't think.
He is going to pick up a first down.
Yeah, he'll have the first down.
Well, they call a touchdown.
They did say he got into the corner. So with 9:56 to go in the second quarter, Ripley now 27, Fayette Ware 7, as Ripley's opening up the score. He just barely got into the front corner of that end zone, And it took them a minute to call it, but they finally do. So they give the touchdown to Squirt. He's had a big night already in this first quarter, and just a few minutes into the second.
Well, he hit that pylon when he went in, so.
Fayette Ware, as Ross and Hawkins team up.
So Hawkins to attempt his
PAT.
fourth PAT. Here's the snap. Hold is up, and it is good. So with 9:56 to go in the second quarter, Ripley on top, 28-7. As we get ready for the kickoff, we'll hold it here. As Ripley's already out on the field, ready to kick off. They're excited and they want to keep playing.
What do you think Moore's done got so far in this first half? Like about 170 yards? It's going to be close.
He's got 100 or so.
You know, this is Fayette Ware's coach, first year coaching Fayette Ware. He coached Chester County previous years, and he had a winning program for the last few years there. And you give him a couple of years for Fayette Ware's going to be a good team to play. Hawkins getting ready to kick off.
9:56 to go in the second quarter. Again, Ripley on top, 28-7.
9 minutes and 56 seconds left in the half, and here we go.
Here's the kick. And it's another long end-over-end kick. It goes all the way back into the end zone, so another touchback. And they will start out at the 20-yard line again for the Wildcats.
First down.
You know, that win we got last Friday night over the Wine County, us coming from behind the wind, you know that had to boost your spirits, especially the boys out there playing, you know. Because I've always said Ripley got some of the best talent anywhere. It's just putting that talent together and then winning.
So it's going to be first down and 10 for the 20. As Fayette Ware comes to the line of scrimmage, they'll have one wide out to either side. Put a man in motion from right to left, and they hand it to their running back going off the left side. He picks up about 2 or 3, maybe 4 off the left side of the line. And they're going to spot the ball at the 24-yard line, so it'll be second down and 6.
Second down, 6.
Second down, 6, 9:29 to go in this half. Ripley on top, 28-7. One wide out to the left this time for Fayette. Quarterback wants to throw. He's throwing into the flat, and he overthrows and picked off again by the Ripley Tigers.
At number
27.
I think he's a sophomore.
27 is Bradley Johnson. He's a junior, 5'10", 170 pounds. And the ball was overthrown, and he was in position right behind him. He picks it off and give the Tigers the ball in good field position as they'll have the ball at the about the 27-yard line. First down and 10, Ripley.
27-yard line.
What's the margin? You got to be 35 ahead, 38 ahead.
Usually 30, I think 37, it has to be the second half.
Let's get it there.
Get it there, we can start the second half that way, at least. Ripley comes to the line, spread all over the field, 2 wide left, 2 to the right. Cordarian Moore, the only back in the backfield was Ross. Ross takes the snap, he's looking to throw, looking, throwing down over the middle and in and out of the hands. That was deflected by number 3 and intended, number 3 for Fayette, and that thing was intended for number 3, Cedric Mabin of the Tigers. So it falls incomplete. It'll be second down and 10, ball from the 27. Tigers tried to score quickly on that first play.
You know, great pass by Tyler, but that number 3 for Fayette Ware just got there and stopped that ball from going into Mabin's hands.
2 wide left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation. And they're going to hand it to Squirtin this time, and he's wrapped up as he's not going to quite make it back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be third down and about 11 for Ripley now. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. So third down and 10, ball still in the 27.
Race up for literacy.
Ripley needs to capitalize. They got this turnover, and you don't need to leave those points out of the field.
That's exactly right.
Looks like Ripley have 2 in the backfield this time. One wide left, two to the right. Quarterback and a flag comes in. And I think it's gonna be a procedure penalty against the Tigers. So that'll back the Tigers up. It was third and about 11. It's gonna make it third and 16. Unless the Tigers got a timeout. They got a timeout before the ball was snapped. So that will stop the clock with 8:22 to go until halftime.
You know, the Tigers coaches sent in number 5 back there with Squirt, Dylan Jones to.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like he's a sophomore.
Try to get you some updated scores from around West Tennessee. Ripley already back on the field. They're ready to go.
We don't get the touchdown. I know we got a man that can kick it for a field goal.
Second quarter score, Haywood 14, MUS 7.
Wow.
Huntington 13, Milan 0, second quarter. Ross brings his team to the line, two wide right, one to the left.
The flag on the field for some reason, Mike.
It's going to be against Fayette Ware, so that'll give the Tigers 5 yards back.
Too many men on the field for Fayette Ware.
Now they run one off late. Ripley, quarterback, rolls to his right. He's going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to take about a 12-yard sack, as it's going to back him all the way up to about the 36-yard line. So Hawkins comes in to attempt a long touch or a long field goal here. And this is one of those times where you just don't want to take that big a sack, because you just make it harder on your field goal kicker. And this time it's going to be a 41-yard attempt.
Well, when he was running with the ball,
a 51-yard attempt.
when he was running with that ball, he had Squirt and number 5 back there who didn't even block the guy that was coming in.
There's a snap, hold, the kick is up, it's long, and I believe it's wide left.
No good.
No good. But that'll give Fayette County the ball. I just think that the Tigers left those points on the field after a turnover. They're not able to capitalize. So with 7:32 to go until halftime, Fayette Ware will have the ball back, first down at 10. And Ripley on top, 28-7. So Fayette Ware will have two wide right, one to the left. Shotgun formation. Snap, and they hand the ball to quarterback face. He's going to run it himself. He goes off the right side. He's still on his feet, and I think it's going to be a face mask against Ripley.
It was.
So he picks up about 2 or 3 on the play, but I think there's going to be a penalty tacked on there at the end of that run.
Well, let me say this, next Friday night, we need everybody in Lauderdale County to come out and support the Ripley Tigers, because we take on the Tomcat from Haywood County.
Right, big region game for the Tigers, district game, so come out and let's support the Ripley Tigers. So that's going to move the sticks and give the Tigers the first down. Or excuse me, give Fayette Ware the first down.
Yeah, they marked it off 15 yards, I believe.
Ball out to the 39-yard line, first down and 10 for Fayette with 7:25 to go until halftime. Again, Ripley on top, 28-7.
We certainly don't need to help them with no yardage.
Where they have it first and 10.
Ripley in a 4-3 defense. Fayette Ware 2 wide right, 1 left. Quarterback's going to fake the ball to the running back and take it himself, going around the right side. And he's going to be brought down about a pickup of about 1 over the right side. It'll make it second down and 9 for the Wildcats.
I thought the Wildcat jumped a little early on that play.
Lax.
Yeah, it
on
did
the
look like
carry.
he
Yep.
was losing about a half
On the
count.
stop.
He took the
gate,
ball, but took too
second
soon.
and 8.
The Hall's playing up in South Fulton tonight. No score on it yet. Fayette Ware to the line, 2 wide left, 1 right. Snap, quarterback holds the ball and he picks it back up, and let's see if the Tigers can get him in the backfield. And it looks like they're going to. They're going to get him down back inside the 35, about the 34-yard line. So it's going to be a loss of about 6 or 7 on the play. So it's going to make it 3rd down and around 15.
Back to the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 14 yards to go.
The ball at the 35. 6 minutes to go in this first half. Homecoming 2018 for the Ripley High School Tigers. They get to the line, man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion coming this way, trying to get outside, and there's going to be a back block in the back against the Tigers. Against the Wildcats. Picks up about 6 yards, but a flag came in, and it's going to be a block in the back or a chop block one against Fayette Ware. At least that's what I saw, and that's where the flag came in. Chop block. So that will negate that run.
That's gonna back him up 15 more yards, I believe, more than Mike.
10, I believe.
10.
That's going to be a spot foul.
15 yards.
So it is 15 from the spot.
15 yards.
So that's going to back them all the way up to the 20, about the 24-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and
About a mile.
a long way, 10, 20, at least 25 or more.
Calculating.
26, look like him.
There you go.
Fayette comes to the line with 2 to the right, 1 to the left, split out wide, shotgun formation.
I say, buddy, put it up there.
Man in motion. And the quarterback's going to take it and roll to his right, won't throw, got his man in the flat. It's complete. And he's knocked out of bounds short of the 40, so not quite back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to make it 4th down and about 12, 13 yards.
It's like Fayette Ware gonna go for it, Mike.
5:21 to go. Here they finally run their punt team out.
It is 4th down now and about 12.
Just a second.
They did for about 20 yards.
Oh, watch one, this one, isn't it? And the bolts.
The Tigers will have Maven standing back around his 30. Tigers could use a good run back. And Fayette Ware runs one out on late. And here's the punt, and it's going to be taken by Maven. He's going to let it bounce. No, and now he decides to pick it up at about the 17. Start to his right, back to his left, across the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, and going to be run out of bounds, and a flag comes in,
Returns left.
and 2 flags come in. And the ball is going to, I think it's probably going to be a late hit. He's pushed out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Ball is marked at 44.
Let's see, it could go against the Tigers, could be a block in the back. I didn't see, I only saw the flags come in. I didn't see the infraction.
I didn't either, Mike. I didn't either.
Mr. Wade didn't see it either, so there's 6 eyes that didn't see it. That always scares me when we don't see it. Makes me think they're going to call it on us.
Gentlemen in the white striped shirts are discussing it.
All right, here's the call. Blocking the back against the Tigers,
Blocking the back
and that's declined.
line against the Tigers.
Personal foul.
Foul.
Head-to-head against the Tigers, and that one's going to be enforced.
Will be enforced.
Now the helmet, So 2 fouls against the Tigers on 1 play. That'll be 15.
Let's start targeting.
Yeah, 15 yards, yeah.
So that'll move the ball back inside the 20, or inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. 5:07 to go until halftime. Ripley has the ball, first down and 10, back at their own 27. They have the lead, 28-7. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to the running back. He runs off the right side. He's got some room. He gets squirt again. He's going down the far sideline. Got the first down and more as he gets out across the 50 to around the 49-yard line. So about a 25-yard scamper by Squirt.
I'll tell you what, Mike, I don't know when I've seen a runner they can see, watch his reads and his blocks as well as Squirt can.
That's the sign of a good running back.
Yes, it is.
In the Wildcat territory.
So that moves the
And yes,
sticks.
a Tiger first down.
4:53 and counting until halftime. Ripley with the ball in the lead, 28-7. Two-man set in the backfield, wide outs only to the left. Quarterback takes a snap, he hands it off to the running back again, starts inside, breaks it outside, flag comes in, he's got the first down and more. Moore is going to be brought down around the 30-yard line, but a flag comes in, and I'm afraid that's going to be against Ripley, and it is.
It's a holding.
So that holding call will back the Tigers up,
Near the line of scrimmage.
and that was about the line of scrimmage, so it should back the Tigers up 10.
It's still first down.
So it will be first down and 20 now for the Tigers.
We certainly have done played well up to this point. We don't need to shoot ourselves in the foot.
So the ball at the 41-yard line. First down and 20. 4:20 to go in the first half. Ripley comes to the line with one wide left, two-man set in the backfield, shotgun formation. Ross takes a snap, he hands it off to Squirt again. I believe that was Squirt, or 20. And he picks up about 4, maybe 5 on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 15. And number 20 was Sakarian Smith, 5'7", 170-pound junior. We got to give Squirt a break every once in a while.
Right.
He's carried the load tonight. At some point, we got to be able to connect downfield, not make Squirt carry the whole load by himself the whole game. But if he does that, everybody's going to shut him down and key on him for the rest of the season. Here's the snap, and the quarterback rolls to his left, wants to throw, looking downfield, flag comes out, and it's going to be incomplete. And the flag came out in the backfield, and it looks like to me that's probably a hold again, and it is against the Tigers.
Wow.
That's incomplete.
You know, I know that we connected with Barham a few times last Friday night, but I haven't seen him get the game yet.
No, couldn't think of it. It seems like I saw him earlier in the game for a play or two, but haven't seen any passes to him. I haven't really noticed him out there on the field. I don't see him out there now. Looking for him on the sideline. I really don't see him on the sideline. Yeah, there he is. He's on the sideline next to Coach Montgomery. So with the third down and 16 situation, ball on the 44-yard line, Ripley comes to the line, 3:15 to go until halftime. Ripley takes a snap, and it's a fake toss sweep. And it was they got him in the backfield for about a 5-yard loss. This has worked several times in the game, in previous games, where we've ran the toss sweep several times and then came back with a fake toss sweep and ran it up the middle. We haven't really ran the play yet. We just faked it a couple of times. We didn't fool that middle part of that defensive line this time, as he was right there on him and was able to catch him for a loss back as the ball's at the 40. Let's see where they're going to spot it. It's still at the 41. So it's fourth down and 18 as Hawkins going to stand back inside his 30 to punt the ball away.
You know, they didn't fool that one defensive player for Fayette Ware Wildcats, and he just went right in on top.
2:47 to go until halftime. He played his responsibility, stayed at home. A good high kick. And let's see, it's going to come down. Actually, I lost the ball in there. Looks like it came down around the 30-yard line.
I can't tell, Mike.
I'm going to say the 34. So with 2:39 to go until halftime, Fayette will have the ball back once again at their own 34-yard line, first down and 10, and they trail the Tigers 28-7.
You take away them penalties, and we're up 35-7.
Yeah, we should have had 2 more touchdowns.
Wildcats will have it from their own 34-yard line, first down.
Fayette will have 2 wide right this time. Puts a man in motion. Takes a snap, and he's just going to run it right off right tackle. He dodges a couple of tacklers, but he's finally brought down. But after a short gain, he dodged 2 or 3 tacklers. But fortunately, there was a couple more there, and it looks like he might have picked up a yard or 2. And looks like he's slow to get up. That was number 2, their quarterback, and he's still on the ground. He was the one we didn't have a number for earlier. And he does get up, and he still looks like he's in pain. He's going to come off the field under his own power.
It looks like he's favoring that right shoulder, like left shoulder.
Yeah, he does.
Or his leg or something.
He goes down to one knee as soon as he gets to the sideline. So it'll be second down and 8, ball on the 36-yard line, as the new quarterback comes in for Fayette Ware. He's going to take the snap. He's wanting to throw. He's looking out into the flat, and it's incomplete as it's a little high, floats it over the top of his intended receiver. So it'll make it third down and 8. Ball still on the 36-yard line. Clock stops with the incomplete pass.
You know, something still bothers me about the Tigers when they're on defense. When Fayette Ware is sending a man in motion, nobody's going with him.
Well, you don't necessarily have to do that. You've got a man on either side. He only goes so far, and he stops, and the guy on the other side picks him up.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on what the defense is, but that's should be what they're doing here. Because you don't really want to make a man run all the way across the field, across the defense if you don't have to. Here's the snap, and it's mishandled, and he gets on it. So there he's going to be fourth down. He's going to lose about 2 on the play, and it's going to put the ball back right at the original line of scrimmage. Make it fourth down and around 10. So actually they're going to say fourth down and about almost 11. With 1:31 to go until halftime, Ripley on top 28-7. The Tigers call a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them and be back right after this. Back with 1 minute and 31 seconds to go until halftime. Ripley on top of Fayette Ware. Homecoming 2018. The score Ripley 28, Fayette Ware 7. It's Fayette Ware's ball. It's fourth down and 11 from their own 33-yard line. They'll be punting. The punter stands about his 20-yard line. Ripley's return man stands at his 27. High snap, but he comes down with it. And a pretty decent punt. Let's see what kind of roll it does. Take a Fayette Ware roll. And number 10 actually stopped it. It probably would have went further.
Yeah.
I'm sure the coach will probably be telling him, pay attention to what you're doing, because if he'd have just stayed away from it, probably might have rolled another 4, 5, 6, 7 yards.
Yeah, because it had a good roll.
Yeah, and it bounced up pretty high, and he just stopped it, and that stopped the roll. And fortunately for the Tigers, the ball would be at the 28. It might have been back inside, closer to the 20 had he let it roll, but it's good fortune for the Tigers. Now the Tigers going to line up this time with 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Moore is a single setback in the backfield along with Ross. And we've got them outnumbered over here on this side. It's 3 receivers to 2 defenders. We ought to have somebody open. And he throws, and he's rushed, and ball falls incomplete. And he had a man open, and he just threw it short. and falls incomplete, which we had them outnumbered on that side. They had 2 defenders and we had 3 receivers. We should have been able to complete a pass on this side.
I see Barnes out there now, Mike, on this side
Yeah.
here with us. He's the one who saved us last week in that O'Brien County game.
Yep, so he's the outside man on this side. And we have 3 wide outs again to the left, 1 to the right. Ross is going to look to his left, wanting to throw, and he throws it long downfield, and he's going to overthrow his intended receiver. It was intended for Maven down the far sideline. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for Ripley. So they need to, they wanted to strike quickly, but they need to get a first down first now, as it's going to be 3rd down and 10. As they stop the clock with those 3 incomplete passes. Ripley has 2 to each side now, split out wide. Ross drops straight back. It's a little screen pass, and it does go to Barham. The first one misses, but the second and third one don't. He fumbles the ball at the end of the play, but let's see if they say he was down. No indication yet.
Yeah, I think he was already down, Mike.
And referees are talking to the defenders, Fayette Ware. No indication that it was a turnover, so it should be still the Tigers' ball. And there's still conversation going on. And the body language of Fayette Ware doesn't indicate that it's a turnover. And I think he was, the referee, I think, indicated that he was down.
That's something that, well, are they gonna do the play, it's just, was there a flag on the play?
I didn't see a flag. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10, ball from the 28.
I thought it was 3rd down and 10 last time. I don't know, Mike.
58 seconds to go. Now 55, time is clicking off here. And the quarterback's going to take it himself and try to run a quarterback draw, and they're trying to get the ball away from him as he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And with 37 seconds and counting, it's going to be 4th down for Ripley, and they'll punt the ball away.
I've seen the flag come in and I don't get to it.
I think a little bit of rain is starting to come in. I see a few umbrellas come out. Yeah, see the umbrellas popping out. I think there is a timeout on the field. I didn't see who called it. Both teams go to their respective sidelines. So it's going to be, again, 4th down and 10 for Ripley, ball at their own 28. 37 seconds left until halftime. Ripley will have the lead, 28-7 when play resumes. And Fayette Ware took this timeout.
37 seconds left in the half.
See if we can get some updated scores for you around West Tennessee. Hardin County 21, Lawrence County 0. Kenzie 0, Waverly 6. Haywood 21, MUS 14.
Wow.
Henry County 17, Kenwood 0. Huntington 16, Milan 8. South Gibson 35, Middle College 0. Ripley will be in punt formation as Hawkins stands back at about his 15-yard line. Low punt, low snap, but he gets it away barely. And it's going to take a Tiger bounce as it goes out of bounds at about the 47, somewhere around the 47-yard line, just shy of the 50. And it's going to be 37 seconds left. When Fayette gets the ball, it starts on this offensive series.
Referee
Brentwood Academy 7, Knoxville Catholic 0.
From the Tiger 48, the Wildcats will have it first.
So Fayette Ware has the ball with 30 seconds left, first down and 10 on the Tiger 48-yard line. Going to have two wide to either side. Quarterback in shotgun formation. They like to have not enough men on the line. And there's going to be a swing pass. It's going to fall incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
As the quarterback just kind of, I wouldn't say he passed it, he kind of flung it out there toward the flat, and it falls incomplete with 27 seconds left. It'll be second down and 10.
Which way that man was in that position, because we had a guy close, but he wasn't close enough to get the interception.
So it'll be second down and 10. Ball still at 48.
And then while the band sits up, and they get to see the shell break.
Who's first, y'all or the band?
Us. I'm trying to make.
They're waiting on Fayette Ware as they get the call from the sideline. And a snap. Now the quarterback, he's rolling to his right, wants to throw, and he throws it complete. And a good hit by the Ripley Tigers, but not until he gets the first down. I think that was number 3. Is that Maven?
Yeah, man.
Number 3 lays it on him, but not until after he catches the ball and picks up the first down. So it's 20 seconds left until halftime.
First down, Wildcats.
And it was a flat. I mean, it was thrown about 15 yards into the flat area, but a little bit further downfield. As soon as he caught it, he was hit. And the ball is mishandled there, and the Ripley gets it back.
Fumble on the snap. It looks like
So it's going to be 6 seconds left until halftime, and Ripley gets a fumble.
Take a knee, take a knee.
I'd throw it all the way down
I
the
would too,
field.
that's the same thing I was thinking.
I'd take a chance.
38-yard line.
I mean, we're up 28 to 7.
They'll have it. First down.
So with 6 seconds to go, Ripley gets a turnover. First fumble of the game. Ripley's had a couple of interceptions, but they'll have 6 seconds left, and let's see what the coach dials up here. Coach Blake Stegall, the offensive coordinator, going to have 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. And they're going to run the ball to squirt, and he's going to be slung down as time expires here in the first half. So at the end of the first half here from Tiny Knee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field, the score at halftime for the Ripley High School 2018 homecoming game is Ripley 28 and Fayette Ware 7. And we may have just a hair bit longer halftime because of some of the homecoming festivities, but we'll be back in around 20 minutes to bring you the second half. So stay tuned for second half action in just a few.
Here we go.
And here's the kick. A low end over end kick, and it's going to be taken at about the 6-yard line. He's out across the 10, the 15, gets to the 20, 25, not quite to the 25. Looks like it's going to be brought down around the 23 or 4-yard line. And that's where Fayette County will start this first offensive drive to start the second half.
Mike, I was at halftime, heard a guy tell me that Tufton's off tonight, and there's several players here tonight from Tufton watching Ripley playing football.
With 11 minutes and 54 seconds left in the third quarter, the Fayette Ware Wildcats will have it first down.
So first down and 10, starting at their own 23-yard line. Fayette will open up with wide outs, 1 to each side. Man in motion from left to right. And the quarterback's going to hand it to his running back. He starts inside, breaks it outside, and brought down. A good job there by number 55 of the Tigers, doing a good job of bringing him down, not letting him get away. Number 55 for the Tigers, one of tonight's captains and returning players, Brian Evans.
He's a senior.
6'2", 280. And we've been missing people like him on the edge.
He didn't give up on the play either, Mike. He grabbed him by the shoulders and did not let him go.
He's fast to be his size, too. And so to bring up second down and 10. Man in motion again. You're going to hand it to the running back. Goes right up the middle, breaks it back to the outside, and wrapped up by a host of Tigers. If he got back to the line of scrimmage, that's just gonna about be the extent of it, and that's what they say. So it'll be 3rd down and 10, ball is still on the 24-yard line, as we're at 11:55 to go in this early moments of the 3rd quarter. Again, Ripley on top of Fayette Ware, 28-7.
It's 3rd down.
So 3rd down and 10 play here for Fayette Ware. This time they're going to line up 4 wide receivers to the right, 3 in front, 1 behind. I'd be looking for a screen pass here. And that's exactly what they do. And he does get the ball, but it's covered well by the Tigers.
Yeah, Ripley ought to be glad that they didn't get a
That's the way I used to do it. We call that a screen.
unnecessary,
Anderson.
unsportsmanlike conduct, because they hit him way out of bounds.
Anderson.
So it looks like he loses about a yard on the play. So it'll be 4th down and 11 for Fayette Ware as they'll go into punt formation, and Ripley will have Nabin standing back at about his 43-yard line. Fayette Ware punter stands at his 10. Snap, and he gets it away. Not a long kick, but a high kick, and it hits and takes a Ripley, or takes a Fayette Ware Baps down to the 45 or 46-yard line. So that's,
Excuse me, Mike, and there again, if Fayette Ware would let that ball roll, they might have rolled another 5 or 6 more yards.
I'm surprised they didn't take care or address that at halftime as well. So Ripley will have the ball for their first offensive series to start the 2nd half. They'll have the ball in good field position at the 45-yard line.
Tigers will have it 1st down.
Tigers will have Maven split wide to the right and Barham wide to the left. Here's the snap, and they hand the ball off to Squirt, trying to get outside. He's corralled up. He picks up about 2 or 3 on the play, and that's about the extent of it, as he had 3 defenders, and he split the first 2, and the 3rd one was able to bring him down after a pickup of around 3, 2nd down and 7.
Still a good run by Squirt, as small as he is.
Yeah, I mean, a good run. I mean, he did it all pretty much himself, so, you know, he really runs hard for a small guy. 2nd down, 7. Ball at the 48-yard line, just shy of the 50. And they hand the ball to Squirt again, and he's hitting the backfield this time. He breaks about 4 tackles, but still ends up being hit behind the line of scrimmage as they overloaded the left side of that defensive line, and just, they blitzed about 3 extra folks, and they had more folks over there than we could block. And they catch him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 3. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 13 for the Tigers.
And that's a good job by the Fayette Ware defense.
It was. Good call, good defensive scheme there by the coaches. So Ripley in a big 3rd down situation. 3rd and 13 from their own 42. Quarterback drops straight back, looking to throws it to Baum, and Baum makes the catch, but he's brought down immediately, and so a net gain of about 5 yards, but still going to bring up 4th and long for the Tigers as the punt team comes on.
But when you got 8 men coming against 5, it's hard to block all of them.
Yeah, you're not going to block them all. Just hope that you can make a couple of them miss and the rest of them get blocked. That has to happen all on one play, and the Tiger's going to run man off late. He gets him off, and here's a snap, and he gets it away under a heavy rush, and it hits, and it pretty much dies at about the 24, 23-yard line. So that's where Fayette Ware will go to work 1st down at 10. And thank you to all of our sponsors again this year. JST Trucking and Komatsu. Fayette will line up with wide outs, 2 to either side this time. And they look to the sideline. The referee holds up play.
I think you're going to have something to do with the clock, Mike. Because the clock is down at 7:26.
Well, let's see.
It was at 11:06 when we had it.
Well, there's definitely some discussion going on, and I'm going to guess that you're right. as they are looking at the clock. Also, the cheerleaders this year for Ripley High School football are Naisha Gendry, she's a captain and a senior, and she was also the homecoming queen. Lindsay Hendren, captain. Delaney Mann, captain. And I think they've got the clock, they haven't changed the clock yet.
Well, they went up from 7:26 to 7:34.
Okay, they didn't change much, but we'll get back to the cheerleaders after this play. First down and 10 from the 25. Quarterback drops straight back on the throw. He throws it over the middle, and it's complete. And first down at the 45-yard line. It wasn't a pretty pass, but it was effective. And the net result is a first down for Fayette Ware. Going back to our senior cheerleaders, Lily Carmack, Bailey Canaster, Kara Holmes, Rachel Jackson, Taylor Land, Shelby Oden, and Taylor Walden. Juniors, Reagan White. Sophomores, Hannah Carroll, Ashlyn Gray, Lexi Greer, Amber Murphy. And we'll get back to the freshmen after this play. First down and 10 from their own 45 is Fayette Ware. Wideouts to either side, man in motion from left to right. And the ball hits the ground, and they pick it up and just basically try to run up the middle, and he's hit about the line of scrimmage. He's brought down about 3 or 4 yards behind the line. I think his forward progress is going to keep him just about the line of scrimmage, so it'll bring up second down and 10. Freshman cheerleaders are Hannah Chalk, Alexis Crowder, Paige Hardy, Carney Rose, Maddie Payton, Brianna Shelton, and Abby Sondergraf. Those are your Ripley High School football cheerleaders for 2018. Second down 10, ball still at the 45-yard line. 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Ripley on top, 28-7. Two wide outs to the left. And let's see, either a flag or a timeout, and it is a timeout. As Fayette Ware calls a timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout with them and be back with more action right after this. 12 to go in the third. Ripley 28, Fayette Ware 7 here in this homecoming game for 2018 for the Ripley High School Tigers. Just coming back from a timeout as we are waiting on Fayette Ware to take the field. Ripley's defense in position. Fayette Ware will line up with two wide left. Tight end to the right. Shotgun formation. Quarterback takes a low snap, looking to his left, looking, fires downfield. He's got a man wide open, and it's complete as he's going to break a couple of tackles and finally brought down inside the 25 at about the 23-yard line. Man runs wide open down the left side of the field and just kind of in the seam there between the safety and the corner, and put the ball right there on the money, and it's completed for a first down and gets the ball down there, saying to the 24-yard line as we go under the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. Fayette Ware 7, Ripley 28. Fayette Ware on the move here early going, or the midway going of the third quarter. Fayette takes a low snap again, looking to his right, wanting to throw. Got a man at nowhere, he overthrows the man, and Ripley had someone closer to the ball as it sails through the back of the end zone and falls incomplete and stops the clock with 5:39 to go in the third.
You know, there's no way that we should leave a man that wide open.
Not never.
Ever.
Great halftime show by the Ripley High School cheerleaders and band. I think they said the band would be traveling to Milan tomorrow to compete in the band competition. I want to wish them the best of luck. Fayette Ware to the line, wide outs to either side. Ball is right up in the air, and it looks like Ripley's fighting for it. Let's see who comes down with it. Ripley says they have the ball, but so does Fayette Ware. And it is Ripley's ball. So Ripley gets another turnover here. With 5:32 to go in the third, Fayette Ware was on the march, and a mishandled snap results in a fumble, and the Tigers come up with it for a first down.
I believe that was number 55, Evans, who got that ball, Mike.
55 is Brian Evans. He's a big presence at 6'2", 280 pounds in the middle of that defensive line.
I believe he's got a younger brother that's a freshman.
He does.
Sophomore that's about his size too.
He's 6'1", 260. Brendan Evans is his name. So wideouts to either side for Ripley. Quarterback's going to hand the ball. He's hitting in the backfield. As soon as he hands it off, he's going to lose about 5 or 6 yards. And I mean, they came through that offensive line like it wasn't there. And again, I know you can overload that line, but you got to block from the inside out.
That's right.
Especially if you're running to the inside. And if they're going to, if you're going to leave somebody on block, make them come from the outside. If you're running up the inside. So the Tigers lose about 5 on the play, bringing up 2nd down and 15. The ball back at the 20 as we go just under the 5-minute mark. And a whole bunch of folks coming in, and now we make a good call as they get the handoff, and we've got into the secondary as Squirt is going down the sideline. No one's going to catch him. He's going to go all the way for an 80-yard touchdown run, and that should put him close to 200 yards, if not over, for the night. That was an 80-yard run, and again, that was an example of they called a blitz, and they had a blitz coming off the left side, and we happened to be running to the right side of the defense.
Well, I heard at halftime that Morley had 140 yards at halftime.
But that's 220 then minimum. So, but sometimes you call those plays and they're blitzing from that side and you run right into the blitz. At that time, they had the right play called for the defense that was called out there, and so Squirt with his speed was just able to take advantage of that.
Todd White just told me he had 217 yards.
Okay, that sounds about right. And here's the PAT. And it is good. So with 4:41 to go in the third quarter, Ripley up 35-7 as Ripley gets ready to kick off.
I'm going to tell you something that I thought was just as good as that run, and that was Maven that was going down alongside of Mike blocking for him. Because Maven stayed right on his man and did not give that defender a chance to catch more.
That's part of it.
Great job on Maven for blocking.
Yeah, got to give credit to those unsung heroes of the people that make a block and spring the guys that run the long touchdowns.
Because Maven ran just as far as he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and a lot of times you don't have to make the block. You just got to stay in their way and not allow them to be able to get to the running back. 217 yards. Excuse me, for Squirt, and with 4:41 to go, and again that was an 80-yard touchdown run on the last play as Hawkins lines up for the kickoff.
And a great pitch by Tyler on that play too, Mike.
Yeah, it was a good call and executed well. Hawkins is ready to kick from near hash mark, and another long end over end kick. And it's going to be a little shorter this time, taking it about the 5, it's across the 15 to 20, and breaks it back out to the left on about, I don't think he quite makes it to the 25-yard line, or maybe right at the 25. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Fayette Ware with 4:34 to go in the third quarter. Ripley on top, 35-7.
Let me say this too, we have a slew of young men that's playing too, Mike, sophomores and juniors.
We do.
So the future is looking good for the Ripley Tigers.
Even a couple of freshmen get some playing time.
What number is that? You know what number they are? You don't know?
I've seen a few of them, but I don't
Okay.
remember which ones they were until they made a play.
Wow.
4:34 to go in the third quarter. Fayette with the ball, wide outs to either side, wanting to throw. Throws wide open into the flat. Catches it to 30 and out to the 35-yard line. Going to be about a yard short of the 1st down. I don't understand how you can leave anybody that wide open.
Me too, Mike.
There was nobody within 10 yards of it.
And I figured the exact same thing. There's 11 men on the field. And 11 men on defense, 11 on offense, find you a man. Well, there's a flag. It's against Ripley.
So that'll move the ball another 15 yards on down the field. I didn't see what the personal foul was.
I think it was on quarterback with Mr.
I don't think it either. I didn't see no play.
So that will move the ball out right to the 50-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 50-yard line mark for Fayette Ware with 4:23 to go in the third quarter. Ripley on top, 35-7.
One thing, we're giving Fayette Ware about 10 yards off the line for the receivers.
Yeah, a lot of cushion there. And the quarterback or excuse me, the referee blows it into play. Clock starts. Quarterback takes the snap. He's wanting to throw again, looking downfield, and it falls incomplete.
It falls incomplete at the 40-yard
And
line.
that will bring up 2nd down and 10.
And that penalty was roughing the pass. You gotta watch them things.
So again, 2nd down and 10, ball right at the midfield stripe. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 4:09. Fayette Ware with wideouts to either side. Quarterback's going to hand the ball to running back, this time going off left tackle. He's into the 2nd level and almost gets the 1st down. Looks like he's going to be brought down right at the 40-yard line. Should be close to it.
He's gonna be, from what I'm looking, Mike, he's gonna be about a yard short.
With the tackle for the Tigers.
Yeah, he looks that's about right, about a yard short. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Ripley's defense needs to stand tall here. Stand tall and force them into a punting situation and make them go for it on 4th. Fayette runs a man on late. Two wide left, one to the right. Quarterback takes a snap, he mishandles it, starts running to his right. He's giving chase there, and the Tigers are going to catch him for about a 5-yard loss back to around the 45-yard line. So that puts him now in a 4th down and about 5 or 6 situation, about 5, a little over 5. So it'll be interesting to see here now if Fayette Ware goes for it if they punt the ball.
I think they're gonna go for it.
I think you're right. I don't see any personnel changes, and looks like they're looking at their play cards. So they're going to go for it here with 4th down and 5. Ball at the 45-yard line, 2:37 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ripley up 35-7.
It's gonna be a pass play.
2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Man in motion from right to left. Quarterback's the toss sweep going left. And a good job there by the Ripley Tigers is that is number 24, Evans, as he comes through. I think that's 24, yes.
24.
And makes a huge play for the Ripley High School Tigers.
I think that was McKinnis.
Yeah, it was McKinnis. Antavius McKinnis, and he makes a huge play there for Ripley. And you can tell we've been missing him all year long. We haven't seen that much this year. So that the ball will go over on downs as Ripley will have the ball 1st down and 10, and it's at the Fayette Ware 49-yard line with 1:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ripley again on top, 35-7.
If we'd had him in the Crockett County game, that might have been a different ball game.
Could have been the difference. And they're resetting the clock. Looks like it's supposed to be 150 or 153.
I think he held up 2 hands, 2 fingers, well. Is it saying 228?
149 now. We'll see what they change it to. So it's an official timeout to get the clock set. 2:08 is what they say it should be set at. There we go. The clock is set. So 1st down and 10 for Ripley. Ball at the Fayette Ware 49-yard line. 1 wide out to the left, 2 man set in the backfield. And Ross is going to take it and run around left end. And he makes a good hard run as he gets across the 40 to just across right at the 40-yard line. So he's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down, but it'll be 2nd down and 1 for Ripley.
Good run by Tyler.
Good hard run.
Tyler lowered that shoulder, just kept on sidestepping. Now it's time for Squirt to give him a big run again.
Yeah, I'd like to see us throw the ball downfield.
I would too.
Give these running backs a little break. But I'll take I'll take the score any way we can get it. Same formation. They do hand the ball to Squirt. He's trying to break it outside. He gets to the edge, and just gets the first down, probably picks up about 3 on the play. He was flying when he got to the edge, but they were able to kind of hem him up between the running or between the cornerback and the sideline. Nowhere to go, he had to turn it up, but it was enough for a first down, so the ball is down at the 38-yard line. First down and 10 for Ripley.
You know, I agree with you, Mike, as far as squirt goes. I mean, when we get into playing Haywood, Coven, and Dogburg, we're going to have to spread out that offense. You know, we just can't run up the middle to the side of the game.
Yeah, well, we just can't depend on one. You can't be a one-man show. And they hand the ball to Squirt again, and he breaks 2 or 3 tackles. He goes up the middle, and again, he's just a sophomore, so I mean, he's only going to get better. But by the same token, again, you don't want to be a one-man show. And Barham checks in for Squirt. Cordarian Moore checks out.
Seemed like I do remember last week, Gage coming in and running the ball a couple times.
I think he did. So he'll be lined up at tailback, 1 wide to the left. They're showing blitz now. And it's a toss sweep coming this way, and that's Barham. And he starts inside or outside, breaks it back inside, and the flag comes in. And it looks like to me that's probably going to be a
hold on the Tiger, probably.
Yeah, either a hold or a chop block or a block in the back. And I think I see who it's going to be. There's only 1 Tiger back there in that area. It is going to be a hold against Ripley. So they had second down in about 6, and that's going to back them up.
Second down.
And again, that was so far out. Most of the time it's behind the plate. This one was way out in front of the plate. He would have had to gain another 10 yards for it to have even affected the play.
That's still a good run by Gage Barham, though.
It was. I mean, it didn't look like he was going to get anything, and he was able to turn it into something positive. So it's second down and 11 for Ripley. And Ripley draws Fayette Ware off the line. They come all the way back into the backfield past the quarterback. And so that'll give the Tigers 5 yards of it back. So it'll be second down and 6.
That drew the whole front line off.
It did. I mean, you know, and that's, I have to say, I thought now that I've seen that, I think they should have done that a lot earlier, and that'll slow that rush down.
And that, ladies and gentlemen.
And that was the end of the 3rd quarter. So at the end of 3, it is Ripley 35 and Fayette Ware 7. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter after a 1-minute break. Back to you at the start of the 4th quarter. It's going to be second down and 6 for Ripley at the 33-yard line. Ripley 35, Fayette Ware 7. 1 wide out to the left. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it to his running back. He's hit in the backfield, but he still struggles and fights forward and picks up about 4 more on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and short for the Tigers.
That was number 20 of the Tigers, Mike. Now they're sending in Squirt Moore.
Well, that was Smith, number 20.
He did a good job of running.
3rd and 3.
So it's 3rd and 3 for Ripley. Ball at the 29-yard line. One wide out to the right for Ripley. And they hand the ball going right up the middle, and it looks like it's going to be Squirt, and I don't think anyone's going to catch him. He's going to go into the end zone for a 29-yard touchdown run. So with 11:11 to go, the first play of this, or maybe the second play, I guess, of the 4th quarter, Ripley now 41 and Fayette Ware 7.
I don't know who that was doing the blocking down the field, but he took it off, but all Tiger took him all the way down to the end zone. That's what you do. You grab him right there in that chest, and you just push him.
41-7 now. Ripley trying to make it 42 with their point after. And here's the kick, and it is good. So with 11:11 to go in the 4th quarter, Ripley 42, Fayette Ware 7. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. Ripley to kick off after a 29-yard touchdown run by Cordarian Moore to make the score now. Ripley 42, Fayette Ware 7. Great homecoming for 2018 for the Ripley Tigers.
Looks like we're going to have a new kicker.
Yeah.
Number
17.
It's 7 or 17. I can't tell.
And put the ball in play for.
It's going to be spotted right up in the middle of the field at the 40-yard line, and I believe that may be even 13.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, 13. And that is Peyton. He's a freshman, 5'9", 145 pounds. And here's the kick, and not a high but a long end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 10. It's across the 15, the 20, and going to be brought down short of the 20. And it looked like the ball came out. It looks like they may have still recovered it. No, Ripley says they have the ball, but I don't see any indication. Yeah, Ripley ball. So it was a fumble on the kickoff, and Ripley gets the ball back. They'll have the ball first down and 10 inside the 25-yard line.
You know, I believe each win we get, Mike, builds up our confidence.
It should. So this time the Tigers will put the ball in play at the 20. Looks like about the 21-yard line. So first down and 10, Ripley. 10:15 to go in the game. Ripley up 42-7. One wide to the right, the toss sweep coming this way. And they're going to catch him in the backfield as he gets back, not quite to the line of scrimmage. The toss went to number 23 for the Tigers. That's Darius. No, it couldn't have been 23. Yeah.
Yeah, 23.
Okay, that was Curry. As the ball comes to the right side and Squirt checks back in.
He's a junior.
9:39 to go in the game. It's second down and 11. For the Tigers, one wide out to the right. Two-man set in the backfield. Shotgun formation. And they hand the ball off to Squirt. He's hit twice before he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and he twists and turns forward and gets back to about the line of scrimmage, the original line. Well, they're going to say he actually loses a yard. So it'll be third down and around 12 or 13 for the Tigers.
You know, Mike, I ain't so sure if I would go ahead and put backups in. But there's no need in getting a quarterback or starters.
Well, they've got Jones in. I haven't seen him play a lot in the backfield. But they still got Squirt and Ross in. And they hand the ball off to Squirt again. He goes off the left side, breaks it outside and back inside. Doesn't quite get the first down, but picks up about 10 on the run. It'll bring up fourth down and short for Ripley. Let's see, I would have guessed that Ripley's going to go for it here.
Good run by Squirt.
Yeah.
Number 11.
And so it's going to be fourth down and about 5. The ball is spotted at about the 15-yard line.
The board showing 1 and 10, but I know they were first 10.
That's fourth down. And no wide out, one wide out to the left. And they should have pulled them off sides in a snap, which is mishandled, and the Tigers pick it up, and he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It looked like the defense jumped off sides, but no flag came out, and the ball rolled back to the quarterback, and he just picked it up and tried to run with it, but to no avail. He didn't pick up any yards, so the ball will go over on downs.
Yeah, but you could tell that about 3 or 4 men on that defensive side for Fayette Ware jumped.
You know, evidently they didn't get into the neutral zone, so no flag was called, but it kind of threw the center off, and so he just kind of rolled the ball back to the quarterback, and all he could do was pick it up and just try to make sure we didn't fumble it or they didn't pick it up and run it back. So at any rate, the ball goes over on downs. It's going to be first down and 10 from the about 14-yard line for Fayette Ware as we approach the 7-minute mark. Ripley on top, 42-7.
14-yard line. Where it'll be first and 10 in Fayette Ware.
Fayette Ware to the line. The quarterback hands it off to his running back going off the right side. And he's going to be run out of bounds after a pickup of around 5 or 6. We are with a running clock now. We're under the mercy rule. He was pushed out of bounds, but the clock will not stop now unless there is a timeout or a touchdown.
Game of about 4.
So it'll be second down and 6.
Next week, we need all the Ripley fans to come out for this Ripley Tiger and Haywood County region game.
That's right, big home stretch coming up for the Tigers.
Pitcher in for the Tigers.
Haywood, Dyersburg, and Covington all come calling in the next 3 weeks. Tigers need all the support they can get. The Tigers will be 500 after this game with a 3-3 record. Quarterback takes a snap. He runs a quarterback sweep to his left, picks up about 6 on the play, close to the first down. It looks like he's going to have it. He will. They'll get him the first down. So he's up to the 24-yard line. It'll be first down and 10, Fayette Ware. Again, the Ripley Tigers will be 500 after tonight. They'll have a 3-3 record this year so far, and this is probably that's the best they've had in several years at this point to have a 500 record over halfway through the season. A low snap, quarterback picks it up. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to be cut off there by a couple of Tigers. Number
Chased by Tigers.
Number 18, I think.
18, I believe, that's right, on the tackle. That's J.J. Hammer. And Hammer is a senior at 5'9", 195 pounds. So it'll be second down and 10. Now they move the ball, or now move the stick back. He's lost about a yard, so it'll be second down and 11. Ball at the 23-yard line with 4:56 to go in the game. And a pass thrown into the flat, or over the middle, and it falls incomplete. It was a little high, but hit him in the hands, and it does fall incomplete. So the clock still runs with 4:43 to go in the ball game. Again, Ripley up 42-7. Fayette will have 2 wideouts to the right. Quarterback takes a low snap, rolls to his right, throws into the flat, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, and it falls incomplete. So it'll bring up fourth down and 11 for Fayette Ware.
Reminder, next week, right here, 7 p.m. Tigers versus Tomcats.
So the punt squad comes on for Fayette Ware.
I would watch a fake right here. No, I'll say they'll punt it because they don't want us to get the ball down.
No, yeah, they're going to try to put it as far as they can and hope that we don't try to punch it in one more time, I would think. 3:30 to go in the ball game. Again, Ripley 42, Fayette Ware 7 on this homecoming night, 2018. Here's a snap and a pretty decent kick, not long, not high, and it takes a Fayette Ware bounce down to the 44-yard line. That's where Ripley will have it with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left. Again, Haywood comes to town next week, then Covington, then Dyersburg. So a big homestand for the Tigers. Let's have a great crowd and support these Ripley High School Tigers. Also, by coming out and supporting the Tigers and coming to the game, the money that's raised from the gates of these games not only supports the football program, but they support most of the other sports in the high school. So it kind of a big portion of the money goes into a general fund, and it's dispersed among the other sports as needed. So by supporting Ripley High School football and coming to the game, you support other sports as well. 2:34 to go in the ball game. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. New quarterback in for the Tigers. And that is Hunter, and he takes a snap. He hands it off to number 20. He breaks into the secondary and breaks it down to about the 35-yard line.
Good run by number 22, Mike.
Yeah, number 20 quit there. That was Hamer, I believe. No, that was Smith. And so the clock continues to run. It's going to be first down and 10. Ball at the 36-yard line.
19 yards.
Number 10 is Hunter Crowder. He's a junior. He comes in at quarterback for the Tigers. And number 5 is also in the backfield.
He's a sophomore.
That's Dylan Jones, and can't see the other running back's number at this point. A lot of subs in for the Tigers, and Hunter's going to take it and run up the middle, and he fights forward to the 30-yard line, and it'll be third or second down and about 3. Number 20 is the other running back in for the Tigers, and that's Smith.
What about number 77 hurt for the Fayette Ware?
Yeah, they do stop the clock for an injury timeout.
I would like to see some of these subs score a touchdown right here, Mike.
Yeah, and I look across that offensive line. There's number 61 for the Tigers, Miles Brazier, he's in. Number 51 also is Caleb Steelman. Number 75, Reese Jones. I think pretty much all those are sophomores.
Reese Jones is on the line.
They are.
Shotgun formation, they hand the ball. No, he does hand it off, and he's hit in the backfield. And that we may get one more play off with 50 seconds left in the ball game. It's going to be third down, about 7 for Ripley.
It's third down at 8.
40 seconds left in the game. But let's see if Ripley will snap the ball one more time. I can tell the body language of the players, they want to. Also number 67, Baskin, Jackson Baskin, he's a junior, he's out there. They're going to snap the ball with about 15 seconds left of the last play of the game. Quarterback's going to take it himself and run off the left side. He's going to be hit after a pickup of about 5, and that's going to be the final play of this homecoming game 2018 here at Ripley High School. A fantastic 2018 homecoming for the Ripley High School Tigers. Congratulations to the coaches, the players, the fans, the cheerleaders, the band, and all the fans. A big special thank you to all the sponsors for tonight's game. And again, next Friday night, the Ripley Tigers will be hosting Haywood County, as they come and call it. And they are going to be ready for bear, I'm sure. So be sure to come and support the Tigers next Friday night.
It's going to be a tough test for the Tigers, but I believe that if we can come in and work on our penalties and don't have so many mistakes. But I'm like you, Mike, we're going to have to come up with other schemes instead of running more all the time.
Yeah, we've got to spread the ball around a little bit and make them respect our pass as well as just handing the ball off to Moore. Because he's not always going to be faster than everybody on the other team. And so at any rate, congratulations to the Ripley High School Tigers for their win for 2018. Remember, next Friday night, kickoff 7 o'clock here at Tiny Knee Stadium and Jim Fitzhugh Field and Don Parrish Press Box. And this is going to do it here from the football field for homecoming 2018. Again, your final score, Ripley 42 and Fayette Ware 7. This has been Mike White with Tracy Crazy Horse Henson.
Yeah.